All right, it's finally here. Carter 5. If you watched my video for my expectations, you kind of understood my feelings, what I thought about what the album would be. And was I right? Pretty much. You can already separate the songs that are dated. You can hear it, clearly you can hear it. And then the songs that maybe he went and worked on prior to 2 weeks prior before the album dropping. That week that it was supposed to come out, that we thought it was come out, that's definitely the week he was working on this shit. You can definitely tell. The good points that I did like about the album, um, the X joint was cool. I definitely like that. The Mona Lisa joint definitely took me a minute to get into. You know, people saying it don't sound dated. It's fire. I mean, it sounds dated. I mean, it's cool, but I definitely feel like the beat should have definitely been a little bit more updated. The features on this shit was just fucking horrible. Like, Jesus Christ. I didn't hold on. Cause it's like, okay, you remember when Lupe dropped the Drugless Light and it was just basically songs he had there? This pretty much what that shit is. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is what I think about the Carter 5. I feel like the album that Wayne was working on, this is my theory. The original Carter 5 that was under, you know, when you under a label, you sign to a label and they give you a budget to work on music. Since that situation with Cash Money is no more, I feel like that album that he worked on under the budget, meaning with contracts and all that shit, he couldn't take none of that with him. And say the shit that he did when, you know, he's skating and all that, that little place, that building that he got a studio and shit like that. On his free time, this is the music that he was working on his free time. But if you know, when it's time to go to the studio where the label's paying for it, I feel like all that music, Birdman and Universal got that shit. Because I know this is not what was gonna drop even 4 years ago. You know what I mean? I definitely get the feel of it to where in 2014, if some of these songs would have dropped, like it's 23, so if you take at least 8 of these shits and add anything else that was supposed to be on the Carter 5, the Carter 5 was gonna be definitely fire. You know what I mean? It would have definitely put Wayne back in that plateau of like, oh shit, he didn't lose shit. Carter 4 never happened. You know what I mean? But that's just what I think. I feel like this shit is just the shit he made when he was just, you know, skateboarding, smoking weed, and go ahead and go and jump in a booth and just do some shit. Because the production was just horrendous. Like, you can't put out a song with Swiss Beats that's fire, you know what I mean? That Pistol on My Side joint, crazy record, right? And then you hear Uproar, and it's just like, my nigga, I'm not in like middle school or junior high no more. Special Delivery, that shit was around when I was in junior high, middle school, high school days. Like, I'm like, and you did that on the mixtape before. So I was like, what the fuck? That shit just threw me all the way off. Let me get back to it. So I love the fact that his mom opened up the album. You know what I mean? I would keep the intro and the outro, let it all work out, but I definitely would have felt like he needed to tune that shit up a little bit, because I see that I'm gonna say that, you know, that's kind of Drake inspired record, but I definitely think the intro and outro should have stayed. Dedicate, if you didn't know, I do believe that's 2 Chainz on that little hook part where he was talking about that on Collard Grove album. I thought that was dope. I'm not even gonna lie. Explaining why he the go to the shit. To me, I still feel like the second verse is talking about Young Thug, but it could be talking about all the new mumble rappers. But I definitely feel like he's talking about one particular person. Let It Fly. I ain't really, you know, I wasn't listening to Travis Scott back then, so back then, yeah, I wouldn't even probably like this record. I do like Can't Be Broken, like the sample, you know, I just love samples. I definitely enjoy everything about his flow, his lyrics, and everything. Dark Side of the Moon, I don't fuck with it. People seem to like Nicki's verse because she's singing. I don't know why I thought she couldn't sing, but hey, it is what it is. What About Me featuring Sosa Man? Nope, another emo song, or as people say, crooning. That ain't really, you know, what it is. Open Letter, that's Wayne spilling his soul about his life, his pain, etc. Good record. Famous, I'm not mad at it. You know, Regina Carter, his daughter, I'm not mad at it, but I feel like she kind of got that emo rock type sound far as a hook, and I feel like Wayne could have definitely used his superstardom and actually got, how Eminem be getting those type of chicks to do shit like that? I definitely feel like he could have got one of them to do it, but I get why he did it, to already get points on the album. That's cool. But I feel like, he definitely could have got somebody else. But I actually like that song. I'm like, damn, she could sing? I didn't know that. Alright, Problems, the Zaytoven beat. I feel like he did his thing, you know what I mean? Metaphorically talking about rich nigga problems, so that was pretty cool. Dope Niggas, I ain't really like the beat, I'm like, damn, this nigga, man. Whatever. Hitters, I thought the clip in the beginning of the record when they was asking Wayne about this particular thing and he zoned out and talked about some shit about a bitch, typical Wayne, I thought that was dope. Definitely love that sample. Took his time, introspective record, never can go wrong with that. I like that sample with that piano. Open Safe, produced by DJ Mustard. I feel like that could have had a Tyga feature. Yeah, I think that could have been one of the ones that just took off back then. I don't really think it'll work now, seeing how I think Tyga got a little bit more clout than Wayne, but it could have used a Tyga feature in my opinion. Start the shit off right. This is a problem I have. It took me back to when he was working on the Carter 3, the Carter 2 and shit, where Mac Main, it's like, no disrespect to Mac Main, but we ain't trying to hear that shit. Then he got Ashanti, like, where the fuck she been at? I'm like, this shit gotta be hella old, and why the fuck would you think this would be a good record anyway? Wow. No, that's not it. Demon, that's my shit. It's just crazy, like Demon or D-Man. Like, see, that's the type of Wayne shit where let's keep the sample, let's fix the beat up a little bit, you know what I mean? Get some hard hitting shit in that bitch, and Wayne could do his thing. Anyway, Mess, that's cool. I feel like the vocal should have been tuned a little bit finer. Got that melodic vibe, when Wayne get into his bag like that, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? So I definitely fuck with that. Dope New Gospel featuring fucking baby mama Nivea. I listened to it. The hook weak as shit. It's a good song though. You know what I mean? The lyrics is cool. Perfect Strangers, I fuck with that. To me, that just sound like How to Love Too. You know what I mean? Relationship type vibes. Used To. Wayne went crazy. But who is he talking to? Like, I feel like he's talking to somebody. I could be wrong. It's dope, but I just feel like he's talking to somebody. And the last track, Let It All Work Out. And I'm not rolling with the whole suicide shit, because I was like, when Wayne accidentally shot himself, I was, in middle school and shit like that, and heard the story, and, playing with his mom's gun and everything like that. Not that VH1 shit. I was around when, the shit actually happened. So for him to go back now and say that he wanted to kill himself because his mom wouldn't let him be a part of Cash Money and rap, I'm not rolling with that. Because I don't feel like that's something you would actually, pit inside your brain, your memory, and just hold that shit off for all these years later to now reveal, like, oh, I wasn't playing with a gun, I was trying to kill myself because my mom wouldn't want me to rap. So you literally almost died to rap, you know what I mean? So it works for certain fans that, emotions, they strings get, oh my God, Wayne, we almost lost the best rapper alive and he wouldn't have been here. And I ain't rolling with that, nigga. You was playing with a gun and you accidentally shot yourself. You know what I mean? So it is what it is on that note. Wayne can say whatever he wants. But overall, man, it's a mixture of songs through the years from 2014 up to now. And the Carter 5 is the Carter 5. It's good. It's nothing bad about it. But I definitely feel like he got to pull an Eminem and come right back. You know what I mean? At least with some mixtapes or something. Because you can't do a Dedication 6 and Dedication 6 Reloaded and it's fire on that motherfucker. Like, literally, you can take 8 songs from each project and make one tape that's definitely harder than Carter 5. Like, let's be honest here. Now, people may hate me in the comments, like, you bugging. No, I'm not. You hear the rapping on some of them songs? Just take 5 of the best. Take Big Bad Wolf. Take Yeezy Sneakers. And take that Kendrick joint he did. Those 3 songs. Match them against anything on this album. And I get it, he was trying to tell a story on this joint and everything. But, like, for one, Wayne production team, his team, period, need to know, as far as picking beats, what the Wayne sound is, what fans expect from Wayne. And if you're gonna overall do a story like this, you gotta trim the fat, because he definitely had a story here of what he tried to tell, but it got too much filler in there. It didn't need to be 23 songs. It could have been 12 songs. It could have been 10 songs. You could have chopped that shit down. And if it's a solid enough story to where it got a beginning, middle, and end, yeah, that would have been dope, because that would have set the Carter 5 apart from the rest of the Carters, where it's not just a bunch of songs you just rapping over and saying some shit here and there, and the rest of it is like, you know what I mean? But I'm a Wayne fan. I am, but I'm not gonna sit here and gloat like this shit is the most best shit ever. Congratulations, going gold in a week. Definitely feel like he'll get a platinum plaque off this, but I just feel like I said, he just wanted to put this shit out for his fans, just to get it out to say, hey, we got the Carter 5. But I definitely feel like he needs to leave the Carter alone. If you're gonna do more albums before you retire, you need to come up with new goddamn album titles. I mean, you could do I Am a Human Being 3, but you gotta do the most craziest shit. You gotta take it back to like songs like I Feel Like I'm Dying. You know what I mean? Pussy Money Weed, you know, shit like that. Cause that's the whole Martian angle and everything like that. But I ain't gonna keep talking about this shit. It was whatever, you know, it's cool. A couple joints on there. I think I made a playlist of the songs I did fuck with. But other than that, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I'm recording the vocals now, but I don't think I'm gonna upload this shit at least till tomorrow. See what Ye talking about, and then I'll probably drop the shit. So, alright, man, I'm out this bitch.